Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear students. How are you today? Nice to meet you. Just listen today for the second prep stage at Al Manhal National Language School. This lesson today is an important lesson in our daily life. Today talk about the landform changes or changes in landforms. Okay, changes in landforms. At the beginning, before we talk about the changes in landforms, I want to ask you a question. What is the meaning of landforms? Of it changes, okay? At the beginning, all over the time, many forces affect landforms and change them. Many forces affect landforms and change them. This includes the forces. What is the forces? Forces of water, of winds, plants, earthquakes, and volcanoes. Okay, the rocks were part of mountain. Over the years, water, winds, and plants broke these rocks apart. Every rock exposed long enough to these factors will be changed into sand and soil. Will be changed into sand and soil. Okay, in this lesson we talked about the important points. Look at me. Landform changes. Landform changes. The Earth's surface is constantly changing through forces in nature. The daily process of precipitation, wind and land movement result in changes to landforms over a long period of time. Okay, driving forces include erosion, volcanoes, and earthquakes. People also contribute to changes in the appearance of land. Okay, appearance of land. Again, what's the meaning of land? It changes. Landforms changes. Landform changes. The Earth's surface is constantly changing through forces in nature. Okay, the daily processes of precipitation, wind, and land movement result is changes to landforms over a long period of time. Driving forces include erosion, volcanoes, earthquakes, water, winds. Okay, people also contribute to changes in the appearance of land. Okay, number 2, weathering, erosion and deposition. Weathering and erosion and deposition. Okay, attention with me. How does weathering, erosion and deposition affect landforms? How does the weathering and erosion and deposition affect landforms? The difference is weathering determines what can be eroded. It's the breakdown of the rock itself. Erosion is when the weathered material is transported to another place by water, wind, or ice. Okay, erosion produces landforms that are often tall and jagged, but deposition usually produce landforms on flat lowland. Okay, number 3, running water. What landforms does running water create? The important lesson in this the important question in this lesson. Running water is the most efficient factor of erosion. It can sweep soil and rocks. Okay, attention with me. Runoff carries most of the sediment to bodies of water. Mountain streams erode narrow V-shaped valleys and waterfalls. Erosion and deposition by slow flowing rivers created broad floodplains and meanders. Deposition. Deposition by streams and rivers may form alluvial fans and deltas. Okay. Number 4. Winds. Okay. Winds. Attention with me, my dear students. On deserts, beaches, and dry fields, wind blows away soil, sand, and small rock particles. These materials become tools of erosion of rock surface. Okay? It is an important question. How does wind affect landforms? How does wind affect landforms? Attention with me. Wind causes weathering and erosion. Wind causes weathering by blowing bits of materials against cliffs and large rocks. Okay. Wind also erodes sand and dust. Wind weathers rock into natural structures. Wind can form natural arches and other landforms in windy climates. Okay, this is wind. The amount of erosion caused by wind depends on the size of particles being carried. Number one, size of particles being carried. Number 2, the speed of the wind. Number 3, the length of time the wind blows, and the solidity of the rocks. Again, what the reasons why wind depends on the wind? Number 1, size of particles being carried. Number 2, the speed of the wind. Number 3, the length of time the wind blows, and the solidity of the rocks. Okay, solidity of the rocks. Number 5, plants affecting landforms. Yes, rocks are continually being cracked by different forces. Okay, by different forces like those of chemical, sun, and freezing water. When soil gets into the cracks, it may contain some plant seeds. These seeds, while growing into plants, push on the rocks, wetting the cracks and causing the rock to break. Okay, look at this picture. It's a plant in the landform. Okay, live in the soil. Okay, and rocks. Again. Okay, number 6, man. What is the role of man in changing the land surface? Man is also responsible for changes on the Earth's surface. Man is responsible for changes on the Earth's surface. Okay, human activities such as building highways and dams change landforms all the time. Many humans' activities contribute to the spreading of desert. Spreading the desert. Okay, these include overgrazing, poor farming, and pollution. Okay, attention with me. Human driving changes in land use and land cover, such as what? Deforestation. Number 2, urbanization. Number 3, and shifts in vegetation patterns also alter the climate, resulting in charges to the reflectivity of the Earth's surface. Excellent. Emissions from burning forests, urban heat islands affects the and changes in the natural water cycle. What's the meaning of water cycle? Water cycle, like condensation, evaporation, freezing, melting. Okay, contain the states of matter, the three states. It's called the water cycle. Okay, it's called water cycle. My dear students, our lesson ended today. And any question, contact with me via Radio at Al-Manhal National Language School. Okay, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.